Jack, how are you doing? Introduce yourself, tell us who you are and what you're about.
Filmmaker I'm from North Yorkshire originally, but studied at MMU, did contemporary film and video. So the first film we saw is my graduate film, and the second one is like the first film I've done since I graduated.
Yeah. Well, with the first film, what basically gave you the inspiration or the idea to create a film that was quite hard-hitting and would be deemed to be quite, say, influential in certain people if they were in that kind of situation?
The original script idea didn't come from a situation, it came from like the visual idea of the camera flashes. So I started with just what I wanted to show a camera flash in, then show an image, and then do it through movement, and then that relates to like something shocking, and then a story, and then you just sort of like, the characters come out of that, you put meat on the bones, and like...
Yeah.
So that's basically the idea behind the first film, Burnside.
Well, did you not have any, say, structure when it came to the assignment, or was it just kind of last film, go out, do what you want to do?
Yeah, what they tend to do on the course that I studied was they give you everything you want to do. You do an experimental, you do a documentary, and then the final film is go make a final film. It has to be 10 minutes, and yeah, it has to be 10 minutes. It's just make a film, and that's how I made Burnside.
That's good. I mean, for the film itself, regarding to the technical side, kind of say what cameras did you use? Was the crew kind of people from the university itself, people that you were in the course with, or did you say bring people in, or was you by yourself?
The only person we brought in was a sound designer from the School of Sound Recording. So again, it's just another student, just from another sort of college. But everyone that worked on it was a student. And about the actors we got from online, they're all independent actors, still like learning. Yeah, we shot on the Canon 5D Mark II.
Yeah.
Paddy, the DP, is... I don't think the compression that I compressed the DVD to kind of does him justice, but like, yeah.
Oh, from what I saw, it looks quite good for the film itself. Has the film, say, done any favours for you? Have you put it into any festivals?
So far, like the way MMU worked, we kind of missed all the student festivals. They'd all ended in like the March time. This got finished in June. So I've just started entering into all the student festivals. This is its second public screening. The first being our graduate degree shows, like our external degree shows. So this is the second time it's been shown.
Well, I know for myself, like when I graduated from university, I did a similar thing where I had a graduation film, and kind of that was the first time I really kind of saw it on the big screen. And especially with a few places afterwards, like places like Kino, etc. Now you've seen it on the big screen, is there anything that you say you like about it, dislike about it, anything you'd like to go into the back and see it and change?
The start of the film's quite slow, but I think it works to its benefit. So I tend to watch the opening scenes and think this is too easy. It eases into it quite slowly, but then it kind of, I think, takes the audience by surprise when we come to the actual, when you introduce the dad, he's kind of like a big thing, and then suddenly there's a camera flash scene, so that usually gets people. But yeah, so I think I'd probably change the opening slightly, but nothing much. Like I'm quite happy with it for an amateur film.
That's
for
cool.
One of my first films, sort of thing.
No, absolutely. I mean, like considering it's a film from the university itself, I thought the shots themselves were, say, well written and well composed. I liked the whole the credits etc. at the very beginning. I thought they were quite stylized, which is usually when it comes to students they don't really think to that degree. And I thought the sound design was quite well done as well.
Yeah, the sound was important. Like, it's kind of something that gets overlooked, I think. So we worked on the sound. Simon Mawson, the composer's good. We worked on like Western type of themes, so like the clicks and rattles and stuff that you hear is not like Ennio Morricone type of sort of sound that I like the sound of, so we went for that.
Right. It's not to be honest, I think it gives it a nice little dimension, if anything, a nice little twist and addition to it. It makes it something different to the usual.
The thing I have is that if you shot a Western in the modern time, you'd shoot a Western on an estate. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. There's the opening shot with Burnside there's a plastic bag rolling across, and the DP was like, we have to get it. Pad was like obsessed with getting that, so we got the plastic bag, and I got set up after a ride with it through in the plastic bag, like tumbleweed sort of thing. So it's got like a Western theme sort of thing that I've got. Personally, that's what I was going for.
Well, it's good that you're actually looking into saving minor details as well, because a lot of, say, student filmmakers could just overlook that. And those little things generally tend to make the film from what I've seen, because it's one of them where after a few watches you start to cut on to that and you start to see those things, and that kind of triggers nice little say memories for the film itself. Tell us about the second film.
Second film was just a sort of like a director, there's no sort of direction to go, so I picked a competition that was in, I think it's its first ever year, it's called the One Shot Movie Competition. So I picked that, and then that's why Conscription is all filmed in one continuous shot. So we picked that competition and went for it. It got shortlisted for the competition, got screened in Hackney at a picture house, like one of the picture house cinemas in Hackney.
Nice.
And so it got shortlisted for that, didn't win, but so it was a
bonus. Being shortlisted is pretty much winning.
Yeah, that's what I wanted anyway.
Yeah.
But
that's good. I mean, tell us about the idea. Why did you choose? It's a big change from the first film.
That's kind of what we went for.
Yeah.
Being honest, we got a lot of. There's a lot of people on our course. We got a lot of. We don't want to make social realism. We don't want to make social realism. People make room and North all the time, and that's what Burnside kind of got penned as. Like, it got pinned down as like a social realism Grim Up North film, and I didn't know that. So the next film is set in 1939 in a room.
That's great.
So it's just different.
Do you have any other plans for that film? I know it's kind of finished with that festival.
Not so far, but like I haven't ended anything. This is the first thing, because the one shot that was 3 weeks ago, if that 3 weeks ago, something like that. We went down to London for that, just for the screening sort of thing the night. So I haven't really entered into anything other than this so far, but we've got plans for it. I just basically get it into a festival that isn't a student festival. It's always nice to win something that's independent and off your own back, really. So.
No, absolutely. The awards were always good. Well, tell us, what's your next thing then? What's the next project you've got lined up? And
I want to film a music video just because I've never done it. I just want to like cover all bases, see if I like it. Plus, if you do, like, it's a good way to make money. I've heard, so you can make them quick. You can make them quick and make a little bit of money on the side. So you don't get much from dramas. So that's what I wanted to try. Basically, I just want to cover all bases, like direct as much things as I can, and then see which direction I want to take. But drama is pretty much the way forward for me. I did a behind the scenes recently for like a Skunk and Nancy music video. So that went online a couple of days ago. So we worked on that, and it was a behind the scenes video. So we sort of got to see how everything worked from an outside. But I've never really seen like a full working set. So I'd kind of like to do some just running, basically, just see how things work.
Well, experience is always key, so it's a good idea to do that as well. Any questions from the floor?
The conscription shot, how you put it into the one-shot movie competition, would you like to revisit it and show us a little bit of what's sent him under?
What, the main character?
Yeah. Because when I saw it, I thought, well, I really liked it. But what I'm saying is there any chance you could add a couple of things to it, like why not?
Oh, you mean like re-edit it with
see a couple of the things that made him the way he is. Like, there's that really the scene in Saving Private Ryan where the guy pushes his knife slowly through the guy's breastplate. That's really disturbing. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who saw something like that would probably do themselves in. Would you like to maybe add a couple of things?
So
you don't have to.
I mean, I don't think a one-shot movie is just like is a nightmare for anyone who, like, if you try it, it's.
Look at ours classical end. That's done in one shot. I know what you mean, mate.
Yeah. So we did, this took us like 18 to 20 takes or something daft, and we had 3 workable takes that we could use, and the actor, we nearly killed the actor's hands because we I originally.
It's like that.
Well, no, the trick is we pulled out and I wanted to see his full face, so that when we came in, the trick would be how has he done it, because he's put the noose around his neck. But after a while, he started to strain his hands so we gave him gloves, but they swelled up and everything. And he was just like, yeah.
Well, we said the same thing, didn't we? I mean, when he committed suicide, and I always, when I watched the legs, it just reminded me of Tom and Jerry cartoon, you know, with the woman.
Yeah.
But I watched it, and then I like to hit the radio because you know, I'm assuming, well, we assumed as well, that he was going to go to war.
Well, yeah.
And then Hitler was on the radio, or the death of Hitler. You know, the rise of Hitler.
It's Winston Churchill.
Yeah, and it's about Hitler,
yeah.
and he's saying, look, if you go into the army, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get this done to you, and he's just probably. However, we got it, it's a spot. You know what? Fuck this. And he's quick and easy death. That's what I got from it.
Yeah, well, the letter on the floor is meant to be. To be fair, because of the technical aspects of trying to do a one shot, by the time we come to the end, it was very difficult to get that letter close up in focus.
But we assumed that it was like he got accepted in the army.
Yeah, it's an enlistment letter. I researched it loads.
Well, that's why we got it.
Two letters, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, there's a letter underneath. One is your travel warrant.
Yeah.
So what you get is you get a letter through, and that'll tell you where you needed to be, and it'd instruct you how to go and do a medical, and then the other was your travel warrant.
It's very clear how it is.
Well, I thought he'd been to war and come back. I thought it was the end of his conscription.
No, that's him being called up. You see, obviously with a bigger budget and a bit more technical sort of. If we weren't just graduates.
Well, I thought you hit it on the nail on the head. You didn't have to tell anymore.
I knew what was.
Yeah, we knew exactly what was. As soon as we said, didn't we? You got
Conscription
it's
letter.
to war, yeah.
Well, yeah, conscription. Yeah.
That's what we got straight away. Yeah, I don't think it has to be any more because less is more.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was fantastic speaking to you, and some really good films. So,